Hello, hello, hello. Hi, everybody. Perfect timing? Really? Hi, everybody. MJD, Miss Barbara. Good to see you guys. Thank you for coming in. Y'all do me a favor. Hit the thumbs up or the thumbs down. Nobody gives a damn around here. Just hit it. Let the algorithm know we're here. I'm bummed. So, I've been drinking coffee for probably 6 hours like an idiot, and now I can't sleep, and I'm still drinking coffee, which is a pretty idiotic thing to do if you ask me. But I'm having some anxiety, y'all. I started going through things, and I found some stuff. Oh, hi, Sean. Aloha. Baby Chow is going to be moving into his senior house on Sunday, a week from today. He's leaving in the morning. Got to do one more workshop with the fraternity for the summer. And I started looking through stuff, and that was a mistake, y'all. That was a mistake. And the past 3 years have just flown by with his college stuff. And then I just kept going. I had stuff to get through. I found things I wished I had not have found. That's what yeah, Jason Momoa stunt double, yummy. Shit, I just dropped all this shit. I found some old pictures that were given to me of my bio dad. And in it, for some reason, was this. Anybody know who this girl is? Anybody? That's a mini Leanie. I was in the 7th grade, you guys. That was... Let me show you something. So I found that, and I found this picture. And this is really blurry. But I found that picture of that girl. So, check this out. Between these two pictures is exactly 1 year. This is 7th grade, this is 8th grade. This is the year I got married. The first time. What a difference eye makeup makes. I had a really great body. No wonder I got married. But yeah, little leanies. Got the 80s hair going on. Yeah, my hair was really, really long in the 7th grade. My mom didn't cut our hair. I did the same thing with my girls. And I didn't cut their hair, and then I was living in California here, and then we had moved out to Texas here, and my mom had gone to her favorite place, the bar. And while she was gone, I told my sister, I was like, let's cut my hair. Y'all, my mother was so shitty. And she got home and my hair was cut. I mean, that's what happens when you leave children unattended. They end up getting pregnant at this age with this cut hair. So I'm freaking blaming the hair. Oh my God. Then I found this. So my bio dad, you guys, one of the last summer when, hi Lulu, hi Kersey, good to see you. I think he's bisexual, yeah. Thank you, Nick, good to see you. So last summer when I was at my bio dad's house in Georgia, he handed me this picture. He said, "Here, I think this picture should mean more to you than it means to me." Hi, John. Good to see you. And I said, "Yeah, why's that?" He said, "Because I'm pretty sure that's the car you were conceived in." So there it is, y'all. There it is. There's the scene of the crime. Now, this was after, I guess, he had slept with my mother in that back seat, and they crashed up the car. Thank you so much, Nick. But the car was green. I forget what kind of car he told me it was. But, so, I mean, this is all I got. He doesn't remember my mom. My mom, I don't think, remembered him. But this is the car he was driving around the age that I was conceived. So, pretty sure this is the scene of the crime. Hey, Nikki. How are you, honey? Good to see you. Thank you for coming in, guys. Appreciate it so much. Guess I'm not the only one. Man, I've been drinking freaking coffee for like 6 hours. They are going to remember you. He didn't know. He didn't know about me. It wasn't until my mother passed away that I took a DNA test, and I found my real father, who is an identical twin. They don't know who's who in this picture. My bio dad's real name is Robert, and his twin's name is Russell. And in all of their pictures, all the way up through, they went to Job Corps, and all the way up until Job Corps, they can't tell who's who in their pictures. So I've got quite a few pictures of the twins together. Hi, Rose Petal. Good to see you, honey. Are you working? Okay. Hi, Nathan. Good to see you. I'm well. Thank you so much. I'm well. I'm guessing this is around the age that my mother thought he was good looking enough to sleep with. You guys can see where I get all my blonde hair from, because he was completely white-headed like me. And, but everybody looks good, right, after a couple of drinks. And the lights are turned off. The lights are off. Everybody looks like Tony Stewart, if you ask me. But anyways, this is the woman he married after I was born. He just didn't know about me. And that's their daughter together, one of them. And I just found a bunch of stuff. I found my mom's obituary and a bunch of stuff that this is what happens when Leanie drinks coffee and stays up and does floors, because I shampooed the damn carpet 3 times. And then I start going through shit that I shouldn't be going through. It's none of my business. I should just stay out of it. Anyways, how are you doing? How are you doing, Nathan? It's really good to see you. I'm sad at work. Going to be a long day. Oh, bless you. You and Rose Petal are both at work. Who the fuck is Tony Stewart? Oh my God, we can't be friends, Mary Jane. How do you not know who Tony Stewart is? One of the greatest race car drivers to ever live. In my book, in my opinion. So fight me over it. Look it up. Tony Stewart, NASCAR. But he's driven everything there is to drive. He's fucking fine as frog hair. Pissed me off that he got married and didn't wait on me at least to have a one-night stand with, which obviously runs in my family. How's everybody doing? Miss Barbara, how are you feeling, honey? Been up since 5:30 a.m. Won't be home till about 4 p.m.-ish. Wow, Nathan. God bless you, sweetheart. Y'all gotta chit chat with me. There's 21 people here. I shouldn't be the only one talking because nobody gives a damn what Leanie has to say. Yeah, I went on another excursion. So I told you I'm working on two things right now, right? I am collecting art, I think. I think I am. To maybe do a gallery wall, a picture wall. Why are you struggling, Nick? What's wrong, honey? Tell me all about it. I'll listen. Yes, you're seeing the right guy, Mary Jane Doe. He's a fucking badass. Well, look, we're not all as young as you, Mary Jane. And I can't be sleeping with anybody younger than me. Okay, hey, don't blame your mom. That way, lots of one-night stands. I don't blame my mom at all. He's a great man. I just wish mom was here. I wish I'd have done it sooner so that my mom could have told me the story. But I don't think she remembered him because I remember when the person I was told was my father that she was like, you guys just go get a DNA done because everybody was bitching who was his kids, who wasn't. It just was terrible. It's 10 to 8 now. We can't start until 8, so we're sat doing nothing. Oh my gosh, that's the worst. That is the worst, just having to hurry up and wait. The Army works like that a lot. Nikki says, I'm only here because some a-hole didn't want to wear a condo on Valentine's Day. Well, you know what's funny is since my mom passed, we, 3 of her 4 living children took a DNA test, and 3 of her 4 living children all have different fathers. So I told y'all, I come from a long line of big-breasted, mouthy women, okay? Loose women, all right? I guess I broke that generational curse because I had all my kids by the same dad, well, 2 different dads. And, man, I could have been living free and easy had I done it mom's way. Sorry, not saying hi, just very busy tonight. Miss you all. Rose Petal, we miss you too. I love you. I'm here because my mom drank wild turkey. My mom's favorite drink was Cuba Libras. That is Coke and rums with lime in it. And do you know that's my favorite drink too? Just figured out why I woke from a dead sleep. My sleep mask was dying, kept screaming, low battery. Oh, wow. Well, thank God for wild turkey and Cuba Libras and, you know, all the things. I think if more people did DNA tests, I really think you would figure some stuff out you may or may not want to hear because my little big brother is the last one that took a DNA test out of my siblings and I. And he found out he has a son too. And that he conceived, I guess, when he was about 17 years old. So he's still waiting to hear back from him. Hi, Shy. Good to see you. Hi, Vaulted Medium. Hello, good to see you. Please tell everyone to support you. Support you doing what? What is it that you're doing? And then we'll talk about it. I shouldn't have touched the damn chat. Yeah, so he found out that he has a son, and I've seen all the pictures of him. We found him, you know, of course, everybody was on Facebook at least one time of their life, so it's not hard to find people. And he was adopted. That's all we know. And so my brother reached out on Ancestry and left him an email, and he hasn't gotten anything back. He hasn't looked at it yet, so we'll see. I can't wait for the next week. I got the week off work. Go ahead, Nathan. Go ahead. Happy for you. Going on vacation? What are you going to do? What are you going to do? What does one do with the week off? You're going to have a staycation or a vacation? Anyways, so I'm picking up different things for a gallery wall. And I decided the gallery wall, the pictures that I like the best are ones of old barns, old houses. It doesn't matter if they're like colonial houses or barn houses or, you know, Hoosier style houses. You know, I just love the look of old houses, old cottages, stuff like that. So that's what I've started collecting. Week at the beach, nothing special like going overseas. Well, I mean, a lot of people love the beach. I hate the beach. I grew up at the beach. And I'm a mountain girl now. Any chance I can, I run off to the mountains. But I am going to the beach. I'm going to Charleston, South Carolina, on August the 21st because I am, my bio dad's birthday is the 20th, so I'm treating him and his wife to a 4-day weekend in Charleston, South Carolina. And we're gonna, my plan is to do like a tour, like a bus tour, and then a boat tour out to Fort Sumter. My bio dad and I are really big on American history. Hi, Joseph. Good to see you. We're not doing anything, honey. Nothing at all. Nick says, I used to live in Southern Oregon, close to the beach. Wow. Hello, Anointed Praise. I was thinking about you the other day. I hope you're well, girl. It's good to see you. I'm finally 20 now, though. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, you're getting old, Nathan. You poor guy. You're getting old. So I bought this at a thrift store. It's just a landscape with some building in the back. It looks like a barn or something. And it came off the frame. So I need to put it back together. These were on the frame. But it looks old. It's not signed. It's a real painting, and these are my favorites. The real painting kind on canvas. It's not signed. Oh wait, it is signed. Son of a bitch. Sheila Tipke, Tipke. Well, thank you, Sheila. I think I got it for, what does it say on the back? It says $7. So I got it for $7. And the frame is worth, I mean, much more than that. I have to act my age, not my shoe size. Act your age. That's a Prince song. But the frame is gorgeous. It's let me just show you this part of it. So it's a wooden frame, and then it's got this gold thing in it, and then I know it came with it because this white piece right here is the same as the canvas that's on the picture. So it just came off the back of this thing. It's kind of dirty. I need to wash it because the white part of it is pretty dirty. But it is beautiful. It's a handmade frame. Let me see. Why are you fussing, little girl? What? Anyways, so that's what I was doing. And then I got this off of, do you guys remember when I told you guys about, oh, some bitch. I'm not supposed to touch it. My weakness is buying really ugly or absolutely bizarre old paintings from antique shops. What did I think about the Brian Koberger sentencing? I would have rather seen him go to, bye Nathan, have a great day at work, honey. It's good to see you. It's really good to see you. I would have rather seen him go to trial, but I guess I've told myself that I'm gonna have to be okay with it. Not that it matters what I think of it, but also, if he did not take a plea deal on it, then we would not have got all of the evidence that we have gotten. So, I mean, we wouldn't have been able to read all these police reports and stuff like that because it all would have been shown in court. So I'm kind of digging that. It's a lot. It's, oh my God, it's so much. Every day something is dropping either from the police station or from the lawyers or something. Something's dropping and I'm struggling to keep up because, I mean, most of you guys know that I have been taking care of helping Beefcake take care of my father-in-law, who's been very, very ill, and we've been running like chickens with our head cut off, back and forth to the hospital and to therapy and all these places. They moved him off of the ICU floor. I don't want to say too much because, you know, I got people who just adore me here, so I hear, and they like to misconstrue everything I say on other channels. So I don't want to give too much away of what I am doing, but they finally got him out of ICU and onto a floor where he will be doing therapy. So right now he can only sit on the edge of the bed for a few minutes before he just, I mean, his whole body is jello. He's like 83 now. So of course it's, you know, it's going to be harder for him to recoup from the surgeries and all of the stuff he's been through over the last couple weeks. I mean, this, you guys, is going on, we're past 2.5 months that we've been doing this. We've been doing this for 2.5 months where Beefcake has been traveling back and forth because he lived about an hour and 20 minutes from us, staying the night with his mom, and then me travel while he's at work, me going over there and taking care, doing the hospital visits with my mother-in-law, and then trying to get everything with VA taken care of and Medicaid. And it's just heartbreaking. I mean, it's the circle of life. It really is. And you know what's funny? Can I just tell you guys this? Let me just tell you guys. So the same thing happened with my dad. When I'm talking about my dad, I'm talking about the dad who raised me. The one that you guys have seen on the channel singing. His wife absolutely did not like any of my dad's kids. And I don't know how all of my siblings dealt with that. For me, I just tried to still be kind, you know, just have her deal with me as least as possible, least amount of time as possible. When I go see my dad, I would always stay in a hotel and, you know, things like that. I don't know what the problem was. I think it was jealousy because honestly, so my dad raised my mom's 4 of us kids, right? From the time we were babies until we left home. And all of us turned out pretty damn good. And then he married his wife years after him and my mom got divorced, and her kids were just about grown, and every one of them had problems. And so my dad was always talking about, what great kids he had and stuff like that. So I think it created problems, but I'm not sure. I didn't ask. It wasn't my business. That was their marriage. Now, the one time he did ask me what I had thought of her before he married her, I did ask him. I said, "Do you want me to tell you the truth, or do you want me to make something up here? What do you want from me?" And he said, "Well, I've always taught you to tell the truth." I said, "Well, I think she's a complete bitch, but I'm not the one that's with her. I live in Georgia, you live in California. What do I care?" He ended up marrying her anyway. So, but at the end of her life, my dad had called me, and he now lives in Tennessee, and they had lived there for about 10 years together, before she got really, really sick with cancer and stuff. And he called me, and he knew I had worked. I had my CNA license and a couple of other medical licenses, and he asked me if I would come and take care of her. That she wanted to come home on hospice, but that she had to have certain medicines at different times. And I was like, "Yeah, Dad, I'm gonna come." And so I went, and I spent 13 days before she passed, and I took care of her. I slept on the little fold-out bed they had next to her hospital bed in the living room, and I made sure my dad got a good night's sleep. And I would get up with her during the night and make sure she was dry, and up until she quit eating and drinking, always made sure she had something to drink, and made sure that all her medicines were right and things like that. And I stayed for 13 days, and she passed on the 13th day. So that was weird, that she didn't like me in life, but I was the one that took care of her in death. But it was so healing for me, because even though she, a lot of the times, most of the time, was not coherent, I talked to her. Just like I'm talking to you guys, I did a lot of talking with her, and I asked her to forgive me for whatever it is that I had done and upset her, and that I forgave her. And thank you for loving my dad, because he did love her. And now it's funny, because my in-laws, my mother-in-law, and my father-in-law, they don't really, even though they've lived with me a couple of times, we just never had like a really close relationship. Like, I worked all the time, so I would come home and cook dinner for, my family, or his mother would have it on, and I'd eat, and then we'd go into our living room, and they'd stay in their living room. I mean, they thought that because of me, that Beefcake got divorced from his other wife, and they're all still buddy with her. So they held that against me, and I'm not about to explain it. That's not my position to explain it. I'm not getting into it. I don't care. But I just find it funny that it's not like they couldn't, that they hated me or anything like that. It's just that we couldn't get close, because they're still close to Beefcake's ex-wife, I think. And I'm so different than they are. I mean, my family's really, really, really tight, and their family's not. So it's just weird that how we've come together, and like now they both tell me how much they love me, and God bless him, Bob, he's got dementia, and he'll tell me, "I've known you since you was a little girl." And I just say, "Okay," because he hasn't, I didn't marry Beefcake until I was in my 30s. So, anyhow, it's amazing how, when there's a situation like this, that you can put things behind you and just take care of what you need to take care of, and be decent and be human, because that's the circle of life. I mean, no matter whether you got along with your parents or not, they took care of you as children. It's the right thing to do, to take care of them when they need you as well. But it's also very healing because it brings you closer together, and it's kind of like, it's kind of weird. It's kind of like God gives you mercy that you can set things straight. You know, like Bob could go pass away tonight, and I know he knows that I loved him, you know, and I did everything, and that I'm going to take care of, you know, his wife, my mother-in-law. And I know that my dad's wife knew that I loved her. And you know what I mean? So I just look at it like that. It's just, it's, it's goodness. Leanie, if you did a soft-spoken life lesson session late night, I'd always fall asleep to you. They used to tell me that all the time when I first started YouTube. A lot of my subs used to say, we just turn on Leanie so we can go to sleep. And I didn't know if I was supposed to feel affected. I didn't know which effect I was supposed to feel like that, but I don't ever really get offended by anything. Nothing really offends me. Truly, it really doesn't. So I couldn't feel that, but I didn't know what I was supposed to feel. Mama, I'm coming home. Oh, thank you. You're talking like you're singing us lullabies. Do you want me to? The MAGA, Lorian? No, I wouldn't sing to you because believe you, me, you would all wake up and you'd be like, what the fuck is happening? My dogs would start howling. What do you want me to talk about? I'm kind of I'm in a low, mellow, kind of depressed mood. I'm going through a lot. You don't want to sleep, so do you want me to strip for you? I mean, what is it that I can help you with? What is it? You're not a little kid. What are you? Talk to me. What you got going on? Either piss me off or make me laugh. Do one of them. You're a big boy. Well, just by the way you spell boy makes me really think you're a big boy. Yeah, I get that. Yeah, because most men wouldn't say that, but okay. I dig it. I would say you're probably a teenager in your early 20s, and you probably don't have much going on with life. But that's okay. I'll be here for you. What do you need? What you need? Do you need me to come up on panel and cheer you up? I'm not having a panel right now because I'm not on StreamYard. I'm just on a live YouTube. So you can't do panels on live YouTube. I wish you could. I wish you could. But if I was doing a panel, yes, I would want you to come up. Of course. Of course. Sean Ellis is your uncle. Is that you, Rapper? No, Rapper wouldn't put boy like that. Don't get her all fired up. Yeah, don't get me fired up. But, I mean, if you want me to show emotion, either make me laugh or piss me off. Just do one of them. Believe you. And it's kind of hard to piss me off, though. I mean, really, I take a lot of shit. Sean Ellis is your uncle, too. We love us some Sean Ellis, our sweet, sweet, sweet Hawaiian, yummy-looking man. Hi, Cottonmouth. Man, I love that name. Yes, love it. You been making any good recipes lately? I haven't. You know, Anointed Praise, I have to say I've lost 9 pounds in, I just weighed a little while ago before I came on. I've lost 9 pounds in 14 days. And the last time I ate was well over 24 hours ago. I just ate some rotisserie chicken. Y'all, anytime I see a rotisserie chicken, I have to pick that shit up. I love it so much. I mean, nobody can eat rotisserie chicken like Leanie. I'm going to tell you that right now. It's just the way it is. And I'm trying to lose some weight before I go to Charleston, and then I want to lose a lot of weight by the fall. So I'm probably just acting stupid and doing things stupid, but I'm either all or nothing. And also I do things extremely to the extreme, should I say. So I have not been cooking, and then Beefcake's been staying most of his time over at his mom's. I haven't had to cook, so I just grab something out of the refrigerator and go. I'll be back. Let me check out some pastor. Okay, you do that. Well, my darling's apparently Dr. Fiction cousins, uncles. Good night, Nikki. I love you, girlfriend. Thank you so much, Vander's boss. Y'all, it's cheaper. So I went to Sam's. I went to Sam's Club. I haven't been there in a long time. Yes, I actually went shopping. I went to Sam's Club, and the rotisserie chicken was $4.98. I was like, say what? And it was, hold on, let me show you. I'm going to make y'all hungry. Hold on. Hold on. Let me get my towel so I get my fingers greasy. All right, let me put my picture away. Hold on. I could do this later. Hold on. Yo, let me show you this honking thing, okay? All right. Let's look at this. For the love of God. Now, that's what I've eaten in 3 days. So, I know it probably doesn't look good. God, it still smells so damn good, too. And oh my God, you guys. Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much, Anointed Praise. I appreciate that. So anyways, this chicken is, hold up, not lying to you, look. $4.98 for how many pounds? How much is this? Why don't it tell me how much is on here? Or what the weight is? Oh, 48 ounces, 3 pounds. 3 pounds of chicken, y'all. And, I'd rather have some ketchup to go with it. Anyways, it's cheaper to buy this than it is to buy a raw whole chicken. No shit. I ain't lying. And then have to cook it yourself? Oh, no. Y'all, just go get you a rotisserie chicken and eat the shit out of it. You could debone this bitch and make you some chicken salad, which was my plan all along. But then I thought, no, I'm just going to eat it. Eat it just like it. Pour a bunch of ketchup all over. I'm just going to eat the hell out of it. And that's what I've been doing. And it's so good. I have a fascination with this. So I thought, damn, I don't ever have to cook again. I'll just go get me one of those a week. Hi, Diamond Lucidity. Good to see you. Hi, Entertainment. Good to see you. Ooh, ketchup on chicken. Oh, come on. Hi, Alex. I'm from San Diego, California. I grew up in California. Diamond Lucidity. This one's from Sam's. It was only $4.98. Y'all. Y'all go get you some rotisserie chicken. It's so good. I really wanted my favorite one is the lemon pepper. But they didn't have it. They just had this one, but I was grateful for it. Hi, TJ. She says, our rotisserie chicken is $7.87. That's still not bad though. But my problem is, like, I could eat chicken like every day, right? Because I don't know, it's just good. But like every probably 5 or 6 days, like within a week, at least once a week, I have to have red meat. I have to. My mouth starts watering, I start craving like dirt and ice and all this other stuff if I don't have the red meat. And yours are smaller. Yeah, this thing is honking. It is heavy, and before it goes bad, and I'm not even gonna lie to you. I took the two legs off of it, and I gave it to my dogs. So I haven't even eaten all that. But listen, we're done cooking around here, y'all. I'm just gonna, not for real. I mean, I'm gonna have to cook at some point, but why cook when you can go do that? I can't see, Leanie. I need it already cut up. Is it already cut up? No, but you could feel the bones in it. And just pull it out, girlfriend. Pull the bones out of it. It's so good. It's so good. It's just a whole chicken, but you could feel the bones in it. There's nothing like lemon pepper chicken. I'm sorry. If you're not on board with lemon pepper chicken, we cannot be friends. That's just the way it is. That's the way it is. I eat lemon pepper anything. I love me some lemon pepper. I'm going to show you this other stuff. Let me show you. I found this. Hold on. I'll be right back. All right. Listen. For y'all trying to lose weight, okay? I don't know about men losing weight. All I know is about females losing weight because I'm a female. This is what I found. Have you guys ever tasted this? It's called Spicy Chili Crisp. Y'all, have you guys ever had chorizo? Where you scramble up the eggs, you put a little bit of chorizo, and it's got kind of a, oh, it's so good. Chorizo's so good. Anyways, this is it. I would say this tastes a little bit sweeter. It's not sweet. Even though it looks sweet, it's not sweet. It tastes almost fried. So I scramble up eggs, right? And then I add about a half a teaspoon of this stuff in it while it's scrambling. You guys, it's a game changer. Let me tell you what's in it. Hold on. So this has, oh, I cannot read. Where the hell are the ingredients? Okay, it has oil, chili, onion, fermented soybean, glutamate, salt, pepper powder, sorry, sulfur dioxide, sodium sulfate. Now, I'm sure I'm not reading that right because it's so small. Sodium sulfate, I think. Anyways, y'all, I'm telling you, this came from Kroger, I think. I think it came from Kroger. This stuff, y'all, I'm telling you, eat some of this and then get you, corn tortillas are better for you than flour tortillas. I've been doing without the tortillas because I am not eating any carbs right now. But if I were, I would have I would have a corn tortilla with this. Oh God, you guys, it's so good. It's so good. Pepper and chili powders, but it's not that hot. You never had chorizo? Oh, Miss Barbara. No, it's not as hot as chili peppers. It's not. It's so good, but you could see it in there. I mean, but you could do it to your own taste, just like chorizo. You can put in, chorizo in there where it's warmer, it's hotter, but just like this, and this lasts a long time. Anyways, that's what when I prior to the 3 days of trying to get down the chicken, I've been putting some of this in eggs. It's so good. It's really, really good. And I guess it's called Ganma? Leoganma. So, didn't know. But it is so, no, it's not really, really spicy. It just depends on how much you put in there. Like, I like spicy. So I put like, my mouth's watering now because now I want some. So I put like a half a teaspoon in mine into 2 eggs. And just scramble it up. But, and it's kind of warm when I do that. But if I was going to make it like for Beefcake, who likes spicy but not as spicy as I do, I'd probably put maybe 1/4. But it's really, really good. It's so good. Hubby has eggs and chorizo. Oh, TJ, that's the best. I think chorizo is much better than even that chili right there. But I don't know why. I just wanted to try this out, and it worked. Tastes pretty damn good. Let me smell it. I'm ready for soup season, though. I'm ready for chili. I'm ready for spaghetti. I'm ready for stews and chicken and dumplings and chicken and rice. But I have to lose the weight that I want to lose before I'm going to add back in carbs. And y'all, I haven't had a Diet Coke in over a week. Not this Wednesday coming, not this past Wednesday, but the Wednesday prior. So this Wednesday coming up, it'll be 2 weeks. And I told myself that I was going to allow myself to have a 20-ounce Diet Coke every Friday. And because it was either, well, I really needed to give up the Diet Coke anyways, but I'm not giving up the coffee. I'm still drinking my coffee. It looks good. What's it called again? It is Spicy Chili Crisp. Look on Amazon. They might have it there. I've had this for a while. I just made some heart-shaped noodles today and tried it without boiling the noodles, just cooking it in sauce. It was pretty good. That sounds good. And you know what? I really don't like Indiana is really, really big. It's a big thing in Indiana. There's 2 big things to eat in Indiana. Freaking mosquitoes. There's 2 big things in Indiana to eat. One, that they're known for. They're known for their tenderloins, and they're also known for homemade noodles. And I tried just one person's homemade noodles, and they were still, how do you say, they were still raw on the inside of them, so they tasted like paste, and ever since then I cannot eat homemade noodles. Yeah, look it up, girl, and taste it and tell me what part of Louisiana. I'm not from Louisiana, honey. Really, I'm not from Louisiana. I'm from everywhere. I'm an Army brat, born, raised, married, divorced. Right now I'm in Indiana. My sister lost 20 pounds by stop drinking soda and fizzy drinks. Yeah. Um, I spent a lot of time in Georgia, and of course, I've been away, not living in Georgia for many years now, but I really had to work hard on my southern accent to kind of get away from it. Living up here in the north, and every now and then a word will still come out. Or if I go down and visit my family in Georgia, ooh, that twang just comes right on back out, y'all. Just comes right on back out. So good call there, Subby MK. Hi, Joyce, how are you? Honey is such a southern word. Yeah, it is, honey. Yep. And sugar. Sugar. I call my oldest grand, I call her Shug. Hey, Shug. Where are you from, Subby MK88? RC, good morning, Godfather. Good to see you, love bug. Hope you're well. Just upset tonight. Oh, Joyce. Shug reminds me of King of the Hill. Yes, good call. You're in Lane, California. You know what's funny, Subby? I grew up in Carson until I was 12 years old. Now, like I said, I'm Army brat, born, raised, married, divorced, Army. So I was born in Florida. And then we moved to Texas, and then the longest part of my childhood was spent in Carson. And I lived there from 4 years old until I was 12. So yeah, my best friend still lives straight across the street. Is that a city? Is what a city? King of the Hill. Mary Jane Doe, if you tell me you've never seen King of the Hill either, I'm going to just fall apart right here, right now. Who doesn't love them some King of the Hill? My son used to call it Hank the Hill. You have a great story for a book. I should write a book. If I had a ghostwriter, yeah, I would need a ghostwriter because my vocabulary is not that big, and I cuss a lot, like too much. So yeah, it wouldn't be a great read. But if I had a ghostwriter, I would absolutely love to write a book. Lame, California, is that a city? I wonder if it is. California is not lame, it's just busy. It's just so busy. And I like the slow life. I like slow living and just homegrown. Yeah, that's what I like. My son loves that show. My son did too. Did you really, Mary Jane? Oh my God. I dislike California. I'd rather live in the Midwest. I love the hospitality. Wow. So have you been in California your whole life? I want to either live, I have two places. I either want to live in, these are so random, but I either want to live in West Virginia because it's my favorite state I've ever been to. I think it's gorgeous. It just reminds me of the kind of life that I want to live. And then the other one is Vermont, and it's because I absolutely love the colonial period. I'm boring you, more adventurous. Oh, no. That's not true. That's not true at all. Everybody's got a story, and I love stories. If I was on StreamYard, I'd ask you to come up and tell me your story because I love people's stories. But that's kind of you. Thank you for saying that. I am adventurous. I'll tell you that right now. That's a good way to put it. Adventurous. I eat oatmeal, drink Chardonnay, read books, very boring. I love the movie Fried Green. No way! I do too. I don't drink Chardonnay though. I used to be a big red wine drinker. A big. I was addicted to it. I have addicted personality. And now I can't even stand the smell of it. But I listen to books on audio on YouTube because I just can't sit still long enough to read a damn book anymore. The term lame California is not a standard or widely recognized phrase. It is likely personal option or subjective judgment about the state. California is a large and diverse place. So what one person finds lame, another might find amazing, and vice versa. There is no universal accepted definition of lame California. Kind of like one man's treasure is another man's trash, right? I was a Navy baby born in Coronado, California. I didn't know that about you, Diamond Lucidity. MJ's usually right, Subby. She is. She's a big researcher, too. I appreciate that of her. Listen, guys, I am... What was your MOS? Mine? I was an Army brat and an Army wife, but my ex-husband's MOS was aviation. Moved here when I was around 3 years old. Wow. And my dad's MOS was communications. After he did 30 years in the military, he went and worked for Hughes Aircraft, International, whatever it is. Anyways, he went and worked with them for 10 years. It's so weird because my dad got a 30-year retirement from the military, right? And then part of his service from the military went towards his Hughes Corporation's retirement. So he ended up with a 20-year retirement from Hughes as well. Now, I always say I was in the military because, you know, I was born, raised, married into it, and then divorced it. So, I mean, all my life, you know, I've had some kind of approximation with the military. Oh yeah, during Vietnam. Wow. No, Vietnam. I was barely born during Vietnam. I like walking in parks in Liverpool. I think the Beatles are lame. I think all of you people from Liverpool, at least every person I've talked to from Liverpool, do not like the Beatles, which I find just rather weird. Had our first big argument a bit ago, so I'm all upset. Oh, I'm sorry, Joyce. Well, honey, it won't be the last one, I'm sure of it. So, you know what pisses me off is when men and women fight, men can just carry their asses to sleep. Like they just, and women are up biting nails and trying to figure out how to poison them and shit and staring at them when they're asleep. At least I did. Like, okay, not poison, all right, but I would stare at him while he's asleep thinking, I'm gonna slap the fuck out of you. I didn't though. But it amazes me how different we are. November 10th, 1775. I don't know why I remember my Marine's birthday. Aw, I love that. Now your dad's, yeah, my dad's a Vietnam vet. Yeah, exactly. Just stopped by to say hello. Hope you're taking your ass to bed. All right, RC, it's good to see you. I love you so much. Yeah, because men have no emotional attachment. That's exactly right. Yep, that's what he did. I know. All men do that. Seriously, sometimes I wouldn't really fight no more, but I used to stand over him and just be like, I'm gonna slap the shit out of you. I swear, I'm gonna slap the shit out of you, and then I'm gonna duck really fast. I never did, but damn, that would have been a great story to tell. But women, you know, we hold a grudge longer because we've been up all night, so we've lost fucking sleep over it. You done pissed us off. We've lost sleep over it. You hurt our feelings. So yeah, we're gonna hold a grudge. It's gonna be ugly. Go ahead and sleep because you're gonna need that extra sleep. You're gonna need that energy because, at least for me, I'm holding this shit over your head for the next 20 years. I'm sure of it. I'm gonna remember and I'm gonna bring it up. Probably every argument, just depending on how bad it was. Like I put that in a file in my brain. I don't like being on camera. It's a promise I made to my son, that I wouldn't be on camera while he's in college. So he's starting his 4th year. I have been on camera, yes. I just won't tell where. It's not where he could ever find me. So I promised him that I wouldn't on my channel. So, well, that's a lie. I promised him I wouldn't, but I broke the promise. But I didn't tell him because I kind of feel like it wasn't on it hasn't been on big channels. So, but it's still wrong. Anyways, I have another 10 months and then I won't mind so much being on camera. Oh, don't cry. Just use it against him next time. Yes, I'm talking about Sweet Beefcake. That fucker. Listen, Miss Barbara, I know you love him, but he is not an angel. Well, he may seem like one because he deals with me. DTR, hey girlfriend, how you doing? Good to see you. For women, unless they are easy, it is impossible to sleep with someone without having feelings. I remember back in the day that I could, especially when I was drunk, I did the walk of shame a couple of times. Yeah, I had absolutely no feelings. I just needed to get laid. But like I said, you know, that's the type of women I come from. Now, there better be diamonds or something wonderful involved. I mean, I like sex just as much as the next person, but not enough. I don't think I could sleep with anybody real. I think you're right. I couldn't, at this point in my life, sleep with anybody unless I cared about him. Unless I was drunk. Maybe if I was drunk. I just haven't drank in so long, but maybe if I was drunk. Who knows? Who knows what would happen? Doing good. I seen Koberger. Got a long time. Yep, his whole freaking life. His whole freaking life. There's a lot come out. A lot come out. A lot of evidence. 6 after sex is close to heaven. Absolutely. See, you're speaking my love language, Subby. I don't know who you are, Subby, but you're speaking my love language. I'm 13 minutes of a good time, and then that 14th minute, I better be outside smoking. Girl, teacher, you know me. You know me, sister. Ain't nothing changed around here. Other than, Subby came in here, and now I need a fucking cigarette. I'm serious. That Subby, listen, I tell no lies, Lovebug. Tell no lies. I am good for 13 minutes straight. And usually, if I could get it done sooner, I'm probably gonna. Give me advice, Leanie. Am I in the wrong? Tell me what happened, sister. And then I'll come over with you and we'll clobber them together. How's your kitty around? Oh, Simba passed. Yeah. Simba passed a couple months ago. I still have Wednesday. I'll show you. Subby, you're not the first person that's ever told. Y'all don't judge my house, because I had to do the carpets. So I scrubbed the carpets 3 times. And I'm banned to the living room because baby child's home till tomorrow. There's little girl. And here's Wednesday. Wednesday. So I've got all the furniture pushed back so my carpet will dry. And there's Newtstifer. Say hi, Newt. And my buddy. So there's my babies. There you go. Yeah, 2 golden retrievers. Anichka, the white one, the little girl, she's an English cream golden retriever. So those are all white. But Newt is natural golden, yes. Aussie True Crime, so good to see you. Oh, DTR, it was so hard. I didn't tell anybody on the channel until like 2.5 months. I told nobody. I might have told, I can't remember. I think it was a while before I told anybody. So I told some people that I'm really, really close to, and then about a month later, I finally said it on the channel just because I had to work through it. It was very, very hard. Pets make life worth living. Absolutely. I had a dream that Simba walked in the back door just recently. And I was so shocked. I was like, Simba! Just kind of like the video that I have on my channel with Simba coming home and we all thought he had died. Oh my gosh, Aussie True Crime! How exciting! Yay! You're gonna be a grandma again. I know you are excited. Oh, I can't wait to hear. Congratulations. Oh, I'm so happy for you. Hold on, I want to see what, I've messed this all up. He was married before, his ex had a stroke, don't know much. His 2 kids called and thinks he should come to the hospital. She doesn't know the kids. I told him I don't want him to. Okay, I understand. Diamond Lucidity's Dottie just turned 13 on the 26th. Aw. And I get to watch boyfriend kick out Nana is in. Oh, woohoo! You know, I've never got to watch any of my grandkids be born, but that's all right. Oh, that's a tough one, isn't it? That's a tough one, Joyce. I can understand your. I think if you want my honest opinion about it, I think he has to go to the hospital to support his children. That's what I would tell Beefcake to do, right? Because he has a son from a previous marriage. And I have always been able to put aside how I feel as the other wife, you know, for the sake of the kids. So I think what I would tell Beefcake is I would tell him to go. If his child needed him at the hospital, I would tell him to go, no matter how my feelings were about it. Because, I mean, those kids didn't ask to be born. They didn't ask for their parents. They didn't ask for a divorce or a broken family or a new family or anything else. And you still have to take care of them, their needs, no matter how big they get when it's something that is that big, like death of a parent. So I think I would put my feelings aside, honestly, and I would tell my husband to go and take care of his kids. And if that meant standing at the bedside of their mother with them while they talk to their mom. That's what he would have to do. Um, and I would do the same for mine, even if my husband had a problem with it. Even if my husband had a problem with me going to the bedside of my ex because my grown children needed me, that's something he would have to work out by himself, because they were here first, and everybody has a place in the family as far as kids go, and you don't get to stop being their parent just because they're older. That's how I really feel. I hope that doesn't make it worse for you, because I totally understand the feeling and the, whether we want to admit it or not, the jealousy of the first wife and the first relationship. There is always that. But he's married to you, and he's going to come home to you, but he's still their dad. Hey, Mel, whatever. Good to see you. So good to see you. Thank you, Miss Barbara, my sweet, sweet mama. Mel, I hope you're well. Unless he goes to a Coldplay concert. Well, then there is that, right? Yeah. Yeah, but no, on the serious side, you can't stop being a parent. So I hope that makes some sense, and that it brings you a little bit more comfort, and not, I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings, but I call it as it is. All good here, just not much on YouTube these days, more content that way, but I miss everyone. I miss everyone too. We've been struggling. I don't even know why, honestly. I went live because I've drank too much coffee, and I got into my feels. I have to say, I appreciate my new friend, Subby MK88, who's made me get out of the little funk I was in, because he's kept me talking. So I was struggling tonight, and so I just came live. But it's been hard trying to find time to go live. We've just been dealing with real shit. Content like happy, not videos. He said I could go with him, but that's not my place. Sure, it's your... Wait a second. Wait. We got to rethink this. It absolutely is your place to go. You have a place in the family. You are his wife. Those are his children. And he made you a place in his life and in his children's life. Now, I don't know how well you get along with them. I hope it's a decent one. But even if you don't get along with them, just stay in the waiting room or whatever. I don't think, if it was my husband's ex-wife, I would not personally go to the bedside. I have no reason to. So I would just be there as a support in the waiting room for them. But you absolutely have a place there. As your husband's wife, I mean, while he's supporting the kids, you don't know what kind of support he needs. So that absolutely is your place to stand next to him. I just personally would not go to the bedside. So I want you to... I hope you would think about it like that. You absolutely have a place there, even if you and the children don't get along, but more so, if you and the kids do get along, then, you're needed too. There's a place for everybody in the family. You just have to figure out your place. That's what I believe. That's what I hope for anyways. And I'm a blended family as well. I grew up in a blended family. I've raised a blended family. I belong to a blended family. And it fucking sucks sometimes because moms, no disrespect at all to men, but moms are, it's always us that are making the sacrifices of putting aside our feelings for our children and our husbands. But that's who we are. We're nurturers, and that's our role, you know? And it fucking sucks sometimes. But we also have honor that men do not have from our children. The marathon just gets my hopes up. At first, it seems like 20,000 idiots are leaving the city, but then they just make a big loop and come right back. Well, you know, it's just like these stars out here, you know, these so-called movie stars, you know. Depending on who's in office, somebody's always leaving the country, and you're like, yes, go ahead, leave the country. And them fuckers never leave. They never leave. You are missed here, Mel. I don't ever talk in other rooms either because this one is so chill and uncomfortable. It doesn't bother me. Oh, we got you, Miss Barbara. Mel, have you haven't been live in a while, have you? Have you done any videos? I wish my friends, hint, hint, would start going live at least once a week so we all have something to do. I've still been dropping your guys' links. Well, I haven't personally, but, you know, when the mods, I try to remember to tell the mods to drop links when I'm on StreamYard, and we're still dropping your link. Thanks for keeping company on my drive home. Lulu, you're welcome. It's been over a year since you went live. Wow, we got to get that. We got to get it. Thanks so much, Roadrunner. It is the most sexiest cooker on the internet. That's what I've been told. Romance is like the cheese in the mousetrap. It baits you into position so the cold metal bar of real... That is so true. Reality can come down and snap your frickin' neck. I've always said not to crop mine, boo. I'll do what I want to. Where's the Tylenol? I'm looking for my grandson, Jimmy. Is he here? Oh, I'm sure there's a joke in it. I'm sure there's a joke somewhere. I'm sure of it. Just wait. I'll wait. Go ahead, finish it. I did a short of an update of vegetable garden. Couldn't weed it all. Been stung by wasps or bees now 11 times this year. Oh my God. You be careful. Lulu says, you win the comment of the day, Subby MK88. Yes, that's good. Joy says, I get along with his kids, but every so often his daughter blames me for her dad and mom getting a divorce like she did today. Yes, totally understandable. And you just gotta swallow your pride, girlfriend. You just gotta swallow your pride. And I know what it's like to be blamed for the last one. And go do what's right by your husband, I think. Ask him what he wants. I mean, if that'll make you feel better, to ask him, look, where do you want me? Do you want me to go with you? You know, I don't feel comfortable about going into the hospital room. That's not my place, because I don't believe that to be your place. But that's just me. I'm not a counselor. Just play one on YouTube. Ask him what or do you want me to stay home and have a warm meal cooked for you? What do you need from me? What do you think the children need from me? I think maybe go like that and see what comes up. See what he says. The more you get stunned, the more chance of becoming allergic, I think. Oh, that sounds... I've never been bitten by a wasp. Did you know that? Now I wear long sleeves in this heat and still get stung. That is crazy. MJD just got out of the shower. Good job, girlfriend. Teach those kids love and grace, led by example, right? Unfortunately, we live in a day and age where, you know, the divorce rate is not going to get any better. It's just not. So I guess we have to lead by example. It's up in South Dakota. Hi, Tommy T-Bones Davis. I think somebody was just looking for you. What's this all about? It's about my stove. It's got a sexy stove. And this chicken right here if you want some. Hey, Yal, you want to see me? There's my hands. Gotta look. If you know where to look, then you'll find me. Got you tickets for the 20 million. Yes. Don't forget me, Lou. Don't forget me, girlfriend, when you come into all that money. Sister friend. Hi, Selaman. I probably just fucked that up. Sorry. I'm in Indiana. See, Tommy must know me. I'm in Indiana and I just got a new stove. Come on, Tommy. Are you really in Indiana? Did you get a new stove? And it could literally be her last days. Yeah, that's right. Joyce, I believe you're going to do the right thing, honey. You will. And if it's a family hardship for you to go, then don't go. The bad omen, they bring up news of death and spread gossip. Yes, a fault top. Really? What part of India are you from? You don't have to say if you don't want to, because I don't say where I am. Because these people are fucking crazy on these streets. Crazy people. Be stalking you and shit. My car broke down, so I had to take the bus. Have you ever done that lately? No. No, I'd be scared to. They have been here for 4 years, so the plan isn't working. The only seat I could find was next to some guy who claims he's Moses. He may well have been too. He smelled like the guy who'd been dead for 3,000 years. Oh my gosh. Oh, you're in Michigan City. Nice, nice area. Yeah, I am in Indiana. I moved from Noblesville 3 years ago, closer to where my son is going to college. And I'll be moving again next year when he graduates from college, and then I'll tell you where I've been. Michigan City's a very nice area. In fact, my nephew lives there. I'm up by Gaylord and Alpena. I'm saying, I say that. I thought you were, oh, you're in Michigan though, right? Right, DT? I know right where that's at. Oversville, Noblesville. I'm sorry. It's okay. It's all right. I mean, I'm not a native from Indiana, so you can make fun of the cities all you want to, love bug. I'm good with it. I got no stock in the state of Indiana. Oh, Lansing, but you moved. Okay, I got you. I got you. That's right. I remember. You're in Africa. Well, welcome. Welcome. All right, guys, I have got to get a cigarette. You guys can blame Subby for that because Subby was talking about a cig. So I got to get me one. And I don't have any music to play because I'm not on StreamYard. So shit on it. Somebody needs to sing in chat. Make Subby sing. He's the one that started this. Over there watching his movies and drinking his Chardonnay and reading books and shit. I'll be RB. Alrighty, y'all. I'm back. Did anybody sing? Oh, my back. The moose mow the front lawn. Wish I had koalas. Oh, I would love me some roos. I love me some roos. Still gonna ride one of those one day. Wanna be a cowboy. No, girl, you know I'm a professional smoker. Girl, I hit that thing twice in one shot. I'm a professional smoker. Hit it, quit it. That's me all day long with everything I do. They don't make you end up in the bushes when you mow. I haven't been back on that damn mower since that bush attacked me. Beefcake went overseas and told me I'd have to mow the lawn while he was gone at least one time. I was like, oh, hell to the no, I'm not. No. And I didn't. I asked if anyone knew Freebird. I know the song. I have Freebird. You guys can have some chicken if you want it. This chicken's damn good. Tommy T-Bone Davis. Y'all do me a favor. Everybody just do me a favor. I'll wait 1 second while you do it. You can hit the thumbs up or the thumbs down. I don't give a damn. Just do something. Let the algorithm know that we're here. I appreciate that so much. I didn't see no thumbs go up. There's still only 14. Y'all, I'm better than that. I'm so much better than that. Hello from South Texas. Hi, Ronnie. Good to see you. I was married in El Paso, out in the West Texas town of El Paso. My parents made us learn all of Marty Robbins' songs when I was younger. I'm grateful for that now. I'm so mad over them raising the price of taxes on cigarettes. Oh, I know. I know it. I paid for a pack of cigarettes the other day. Y'all, it was $14 here in Indiana. $14. I'm gonna have to quit smoking. All my exes live in Texas. And Indiana it's also all of the vapes, they're outlawing them as well. Diamond ciggies here are $2 each. Smoke minimum. Lots of black market tobacco. Cause. Oh, I'll just bet. I'll just bet. There used to be a lot of black marketing cigarettes from the U.S. to Germany, because Germany used to have, or I don't know what it is now. It's been years since I've been there, but their cigarettes were really, really high. And they used to buy them off the military there. You get busted, though, get sent to Leavenworth for that shit. Wednesday. What? You need food? There you go. Cigarettes are $69. 69 is my favorite number. Y'all don't be cheeky. That's just, well, number 12 is my favorite number. 69 was the year I was born. Looks like a whirlpool. Okay. I think it is a whirlpool, but I don't know. But eventually, the next house I move to, by God, it's going to have a gas stove in it. Any of the dogs pregnant yet? No, little girl was pregnant. She lost her litter. It was terrible. Oh, Mel, it was terrible. She absorbed her litter. So we will try again in the fall. I paid $39 for basics, a carton of cigarettes where I live now. Where's that again? I gotta write that down because I'll be making a freaking road trip. I'm not lying. Is that over in Illinois? You got cats. I love cats. I've got a cat. His name is Bubba. You look like a Marlboro gal. No way, man. I'm not rich. I have to buy the cheap cigarettes. It's a pretty little town. Atlanta, Michigan. I gotta get to Michigan. I'll show you my animals. Don't pay attention to my, all my furnitures. I had to shampoo my carpet tonight, so I'm waiting on my carpet to dry before I put everything back. Don't ask me why the bed's laying right there. That's little girl. Say hi, little girl. She's an English cream golden retriever. And this is Newt. Hi, Newt. Hi, Newt. There's my babies. And then this is Wednesday. Wednesday. Hi, Wednesday. No, you're not going outside, you two. No, You go out there and bark and wake everybody up. Piss everybody off. Those are my babies. You were born in 79. You have 3 cats. Nice. I wish I had money. If I had money, I would have all the animals. Like all the animals. I would be... Over at my in-laws, you guys, their neighbor has rabbits that are tame, and they just let them run around the neighborhood, and I love those rabbits so much, but my dogs would just think, oh my God, heaven, all the rabbits running around, because we have wild rabbits here, and they don't even come in my yard because of my dogs. But if I had money, like, Noah's Ark wouldn't have nothing on me, because I promise you, I would at least have 2 of everything too. And there are more animals now than there was then. Food, a hot shower, and cigs are better than sex. There, I said it. Well, it depends. I mean, I could imagine sex with a couple of people, and I would think, oh yeah, this is much better than food and a shower. I don't know about a cig, though. I think you got it there. Hi, Melly Joe. Hello, hello. Good to see you. Sex is good for about 5 minutes. I don't like none of that foreplay bullshit that goes on. Like, slap it, flip it, rub it down. I want to be done with it. I just want to do the big O and be done, okay? If you've seen one, you've seen them all. Nobody gives a damn. Turn off the light. Let's hit it and quit it and be done. And I want to be outside smoking. But I do want the big O. I like the big O. I do. And that's all I have to say about that. I'm going to need you to come after dinner and leave before bed night snack. And that 13 minutes includes you taking your clothes off and putting them back on and be the hell out my door. I ain't kidding. Don't need an ark. I just need a string to tie all my birds so they can lift me up. Aww. Isn't it weird being born like, so like I was born in 69, you guys were born in 79. So like when people are like, yeah, the 60s were the best. Well, I was born in August. So I didn't live much of the 60s. Like I lived, I think like 4 months of the 60s. And I'm like, I don't know what all I know about the 60s is you people were on LSD. Same with the 70s. I mean, that flower children shit, they were drawing and pasting flowers all over everything because that's what their brains were seeing. Like, y'all got some Manson serious problems going on. Hi, Sherry. Good to see you. Thank you for coming in. Did we all write that down? It's bloody freezing down there. 1966 says Sherry. Did I like Ozzy? I think I only knew one of his songs. I mean, I like 80s. I like every genre of music, just about. And I can go all the way back to the 40s. I grew up not so much on TV, but on music. My mom always had music going in the house. We were always dancing. So I'm grateful that my mom gave me a love of music. What's your birthday? I was August 21. I'm August the 12th. Yeah. 2 and 1 are definitely, that's why 1, 2 is my favorite birthday. I mean, my favorite birthday. My birthday's on the 12th. My first Mother's Day was on May 12th. My very first daughter was born on the 12th. My very first daughter was 2 pounds. My first granddaughter was 2 pounds, 12 ounces. So there's a lot of 12s, 2s and 1s in my life. Always Wanting You is a great song by him. Is that the last one? No, he sang Mama, I'm Coming Home, right? Isn't that the last song that he sang? Orgasm in and out under 5 minutes, including clothing removal. 13 minutes for me, 13. Yeah, I'm hoping to be done with it a lot quicker. And you got to get yours quick because once I get mine, I'm done. I'm just done, like finished. You got 2 hands, use one. God gave you 2 hands, just pick one. Let me know when you're done, but I'm going out for a smoke. Freezing in Australia. I have a lot of 11s. I could look at the clock a lot of times and see 2:12 or I'll see, it's usually 2:12 or it'll be like 2:21. And I always, always, always pray for my daughter, the one that was born on the 12th at that time. I see it every time I see the number 12 or like 221 or 112, something like that. I always pray for that daughter. She's the one that had, she had a heart and a kidney transplant. She's been diabetic since she was 9. And I don't know. I just see that whenever I see that number, I just know that I'm supposed to pray for her. So that's what I do. I had better O's by myself. Well, I've heard that a lot. You could switch off hands. It's good. Me, it's 11s. Oh no, don't be sorry. That's 6 years ago. She's been doing pretty well for what all she's had to face. For the last 6 years, I'm really grateful. I'm really grateful. Last check, my ferritin was up 95. Oh, let me tell you what mine, so I got this really fun note from my doctor, Mel, and I thought about you. Where's the damn note? Because that's why I got to go see the damn stomach doctor. It's my ferritin. Hold on, I'm looking for that. My results. What the hell did I do with them? Wednesday. Okay. I don't know what I did with them. Anyways, it's really low. I knew it was low because I'm craving freaking ice again. So now I have a consultation on next week to talk to the doctor, and he's scheduling me for an upper and a lower to find out where the hell I'm bleeding. I'm real thrilled about it. Iron deficiency. Yes, Sherry, that's right. And I'm anemic. Not as bad as Mel, I don't think. My lowest stored iron, aka ferritin, was 4. You're dead at 0. Mel, you've been through hell with that. What did I do with my paper? Shit on a biscuit. Had a hysterectomy. Yeah, but Sierra, hello, my love. I'm not cooking nothing. I bought this chicken This, what do you call this? Rotisserie chicken I was showing everybody. I've been eating on it for 3 days. For $4.98, I couldn't freaking believe it. I had to have a total lower abdomen hysterectomy. I did too. Your mom was as well. Hubby uses me as a hand warmer. Mel Mel is probably the most hysterical person here. That's right. Y'all don't make fun of me and my freaking chicken. Fucking A. Hold on. Look. Y'all. This is 3 pounds. 3 pounds of damn chicken. I took off the legs and gave them to my dogs. And I've been eating on this shit for 3 days because Beefcake hasn't been here and I haven't had to cook. I like the white meat. Anyways, fucking, it's delicious. It's cheap. You couldn't get a damn chicken, a raw one, whole chicken, 3 pounds, that's not cooked for $4. Y'all gotta get on my level with this chicken. I'm telling you right now. If you haven't learned nothing from me, y'all, I'm a thrifty girl. Now I just keep eating it. I just reach in there and grab it and eat it. It is so good. It's so good. You guys got to get on my level. Sherry says, yes, it was the awful surgery. Was not good at all. Came with so many... Really, Sherry? Mine was such a breeze. Really, and I had a total as well. I didn't have a total. Yes, I had a total. I did not have a radical. A radical, people get hysterectomies all fucked up. A total is when, so a partial is when they just take your uterus. A total is when they take everything except for your ovaries. A radical is when they take everything. And so I had a total. They left my ovaries because they said that I was too young to go on any kind of hormones. It was better to make my own. I'm sure the men are loving this shit. But, y'all, I'm not kidding you. So, I didn't know. I didn't know anything about hysterectomies and bullshit. I just knew I had to have one because I was anemic. And I went in there and I got it done, right? Got it done. And when I woke up, and I took my own breathing tube out too, just so you guys know, because I'm a fucking badass. And when I woke up, like really, really woke up, I was like, hey, my husband and my sister were sitting in the room. I was like, hey, who's been in my hoo-ha? And they're like, nobody's been in your hoo-ha. I was like, somebody's been in my hoo-ha. I'm telling you right now, someone's been in my hoo-ha. And they're like, nobody's been in your hoo-ha. So then, like, 2 days later, I mean, I was doing so good. I went home in 2 days. And I went home, and then when I went back, like, 2 weeks later for my checkup, and for 2 weeks, I had told them, I was like, someone's been in my hoo-ha. Listen, I know my hoo-ha, and somebody's been in there. And they're like, nobody's been in your hoo-ha. You got to cut across your stomach. So that's where they've been. So then when I went in for my checkup, that was the first thing I asked my doctor. I was like, who has been in my hoo-ha? Because it feels like there's been a watermelon in there. And he's like, well, I have. And I was like, why were you in there? And he said, because I had to take out your cervix and we had to stitch it up. And I looked over at my husband. I was like, I told you someone's been in my hoo-ha. Y'all don't tell a girl when someone's been in her hoo-ha and who hasn't. Us girls know when someone's been in our hoo-ha. I'm just letting you know that right now. If a girl tells you someone's been in their hoo-ha, you better believe her because she knows. But I had a great, I mean, I felt like, of course, they gave me 2 bags of blood the next day after my surgery. I felt like $1,000,000. I mean, I really did. I had all that good blood inside me, all them vitamins and nutrients and iron. I was just like up walking around like I just felt fabulous. Well, all of us have been inside a at one point. No shit. I tell my kids all the time, you came out of my vagina. I didn't come out of yours. Y'all, they gross out every time I say it. They're like, Mom, don't say it. I think it's hysterical. I love telling them that. You came out of my vagina, okay? I nursed you. Me, with these ugly ass things hanging from my chest now. That's what I tell them. My hoo-ha was numb for a bit after. My whole thing was numb. Well, because they gave me, I had never, I birthed 4 kids straight out of my vagina, and I never had medication except for with the first one. So I never had a epidural. So when I was getting my hysterectomy, the anesthesiologist said, "Do you want me to give you an epidural for your healing process?" And I was like, why would I have one of those when I spit these kids out without one? And then my sister was going, because she had already had a history. She's like, take the epidural. I'm telling you, take the epidural. And I was like, I don't do whatever you got to do when I'm asleep. So they gave me an epidural. So I didn't feel pain for about 3 days. The men are just so happy to be involved in all of these conversations. Listen, whatever you guys don't know about women, I'll be happy to tell you. Zyrock! Hello, my friend. It's been a while. I can handle pain. Yes, I have a very high pain tolerance. I just like to be left alone. So, like, when I was in labor, like, I didn't want all that lovey-dovey rubbing my forehead or my back. Don't fucking touch me. I just become an animal and curl up and throw the blanket over my head. I don't want no one looking at me or talking to me or touching me. But yeah, I handle pain really well. Hold on just a second. Y'all look now at my sexy coffee pots. There you go. Here, you want to look at old Leanie? Hold on, let me show Mel this and Lulu and Melly. I found pictures of cute Leanie. I'll show you. The year before Leanie was married and the year Leanie was married. Okay, here's a picture. Put it up against the chicken. Son of a biscuit eater, why won't it roll down? Hold on. There we go. This is little Leanie in the 7th grade. This one is little Leanie in the 8th grade, and that's when I got married. Anyways, hold that up there. I gotta go find something. BRB. I can't find the damn paper. Mel, I'm gonna send you a message later today whenever I find my paper from the doctor, so I could tell you what my ferritin or whatever it's called is, and so you could tell me if I'm gonna have a heart attack or something before I get to the doctor. 'Cause I'm scared. The good old rotisserie chicken. Zyrock, listen. Y'all gotta get on my level. 3 pounds for $4.98. Time for me to go to sleep. I was just scanning my phone and I saw, hope you have. Oh, it's good to see you. Thank you for coming in. I've missed you. That pepper sauce would probably be good on the chicken. I bet you it would. I just eat the shit out of it. I just get a couple pieces. I put it in a bowl and pour some, that means pay attention to me, biatch. Make some chicken Alfredo. I'm off carbs, so I'm just eating meat right now. Does pineapple go on pizza? Absolutely. I love it. How did most of your family end up in Indiana? Me, Miss Barbara? Give me the chicken. Yeah, she probably wants some. She could eat just like every other female. She could eat freaking anything. It doesn't make her sick. Little Newt, you give him too much table food. Oh God, he's puking and shitting everywhere. I know, Zyrock. I know. That's a lot of damn chicken. 3 days I've been eating on that. And I'm going to finish it. Time to put it in the fridge. I just took it out a little while ago. I would die if I was allergic to pineapple. That was sweetie. I will say me think about you every now and then. See you next time soon. Oh, Zyrock, you're so sweet. Big hugs to you, my friend. Yeah, I'm gonna get better about doing lives. I really am when my frickin' life settles down. But I really do think about you and I miss you. Before I go, let me tell you, I had chicken cooked in the crock pot with ramen noodles and kidney beans and some hot sauce. It was delicious. Now that does sound delicious. I would put, instead of the kidney beans, garbanzo beans. Now that sounds lovely. That sounds really good. Have me over for dinner sometime. We'll go through coins and shit together. How did we get to Indiana? My sister, we were living back at in El Paso, Texas when my parents got divorced when I was 12. Thank you so much, Lulu, 15 months, and I saw a little bit earlier, MJD, 9 months. I can't believe it's been 15 months. Oh my gosh. Thank you, MJD and Lulu, for being members for that long. That's amazing. After my parents divorced, we were living in Carson, California, and then we moved back to El Paso, Texas. And I was 12 years old. And then I got married the first time when I was 14. Well, my sister, Dawn, who you guys have met on here, she got married like a couple months before me, but none of us knew, like she eloped or whatever. And so her husband was also in the military and he was from Indiana. So I told y'all we were gypsies, like, you know, when my mom was going, after my mom and dad divorced, my mom just became this raging alcoholic and we were literal gypsies. Every time the rent came due, we would move. And sometimes we didn't have anywhere to go. Like, I'm not lying. I remember sleeping on a bar room floor for 2 nights. And, because we had nowhere to go. So the bar she worked at, we slept there. But anyways, So when my mom was going through her crazy finding herself time, the family scattered. So my sister eloped, got married to the guy from Indiana, but they were stationed at Fort Bliss in El Paso, Texas. We were in El Paso, Texas. My middle sister, Debbie, ran away and ran back to California. She was 16 at the time. I was 14, so I got married. My little brother was 12. And so we were kind of scattering, right? So my sister, who married Indiana guy, moved out they went to Germany. And then I went to Mississippi for a while because I had gotten married to a military guy too, and he was going to Germany. It was just a long thing. Anyways, long story short, we all ended up here because of my brother-in-law, the guy who my sister married. He's from Indiana. And so when they got out of the military, they moved here. And then my mom, me, my brother were all living down in Savannah, Georgia, because my ex-husband was stationed at the time at Hunter Army Airfield. And my sister had another baby and she needed help with the baby. So, I coaxed my mom into leaving Savannah, Georgia and moving up here and helping my sister. So I moved mom up here with my sister. And then my little brother was living with me and I started going through my divorce. So I moved my little brother up here with them. And then I hightailed it to Oklahoma and then just eventually ended up here too, as well as my sister Debbie. So that's how we all ended up here. Believe me, it's a lot. There's so much in between all that. We were fucking gypsies. We could write a book. Right, Sherry. It's good to have you. I'd love to hear your story. I wish I was on a StreamYard right now because I'd love to have somebody up and learn your story. There's nothing more that I like than to hear somebody's stories and to be able to interview somebody. So that would be really cool. So when people ask me where I'm from, I'm like, I never know what to say because I've lived so many places, but I'm so grateful for that because there's a lot of people who've never even left their hometown, much less their state. When did Beefcake's parents follow him to Indiana? So after I got a divorce, I went out to Oklahoma and eventually married Beefcake. That's where his family was in Oklahoma. And he was ready to leave Oklahoma, even though I get blamed for us moving out of Oklahoma, but whatevs. And we ended up down in Florida for a year. He got a job down in Florida, so we all moved to Florida, me, him, all the kids. And oh my God, I hated it so much. There's something wrong with cutting down a Christmas tree in your shorts. And that did it for me. I was like, I'm fucking out of here. I gotta have fall, So we were like, where are we going to go next? And Beefcake was like, I'm not going back to Oklahoma. And I was like, cool, I'm not going back to Savannah or anywhere, like that I've already been. So let's go up to Indiana. My whole family's there. And I was like, they got all the seasons. So we did. We got all of our kids again. It was funny because both of my girls had just turned 21 and they were loving Florida, y'all. They was out there doing the Ybor scene and having a great old time partying and stuff. And I was like, no, we're leaving. And so they came with us up to Indy. And then we were here for a couple of years. And then his mom lost both of her parents and her sister like within 3 years. And after that, she wanted to move to Indiana, and that's how she got here. Good morning, sweet. Good to see you. Thank you for coming in. Guys, do me a favor, hit the like or the unlike. I don't care which one. Just hit one of them. So yeah, there's lots of stories. There's lots of movement, a lot of So when baby Chow, when my little guy, when my youngest was young, I was determined that he was going to live a different life than what I lived and what my older three lived. Because my first marriage, I had three kids back to back, and then after I got divorced and got with Beefcake, I decided to have another one, and so that's my baby Chow. And I was determined that he wasn't going to live any kind of military life or a gypsy life. So I made him stay. Good morning, Andy. Good to see you. Thank you for coming in. I was determined to have at least one child stay in the same school district his whole life. And so he started he started kindergarten and went all the way to high school graduation in the same school district. And I'm telling you, within his four high school years, all the time he was like, just let me stay home. And oh, you guys, you never seen a kid so happy to stay home during COVID and work from home. Because baby Chow, for those that don't know him, he's very driven, he's very responsible and scholastic, and he knows where his life's going, and he's got his shit together, unlike the rest of all of us did. And he always has had it together. And so he was like, just let me homeschool or let me switch schools that, you know. And I was like, no, you're going to stay and you're going to graduate with the same kids that you started kindergarten with. And he's like, that doesn't matter to anybody but you, Mom. Nobody cares. I was like, ask a lot of people. Start asking people that have lived here their whole life what it means to them to be an adult with their own children, and they still are friends with people they went to grade school with. We ended up finding like quite a few of them were very happy that they lived that life, and then there were quite a few of them that said, no, I wished I had moved around more because I didn't go travel or do anything before, I settled down and got married and had kids. So baby Child's doing it the right way. I mean, I made him live that life, and I don't regret it. But I mean, look at him now. He interned in Nebraska last summer. This summer he interned in Ohio. Actually today is his last day of interning before he goes back to college. And he's getting a job where he's going to have to travel for at least 2 years because he's going into their management program. So he's doing it right. And that's what I told him. I was like, now you're out of high school, you're going to be out of college. Go see this place. Don't get caught up with a girl. God forbid, do not get someone pregnant. And if you meet the right girl along the way, then good on you. If you meet the girl before, make sure she'll go with you. But go see places before you have children. And I'm so grateful that that's his plan. And I always wondered about people. See, my problem is I wonder about other people's lives. Like, are you guys like this though? Like, I live in like a rural area, so I'll drive. You guys know, the ones that know me know I drive a lot. I do a lot of road tripping. I work out of town. I love the open road. And I love country, like the country part of America. Rural towns and country cities and towns and things like that. And I always drive down the street. My favorite time to drive is like right before it gets dark, and you can see into people's windows as you're driving by. And I always wonder about those people in those houses and like, what's their life like? I mean, are they like me, where they've just been everywhere and done everything and open for just about anything? Or have they lived their whole life? Is that their grandfather's farm or, something like that? I just wonder. I have such a thirst for people's stories. And I don't know why I got on that, so I'm sorry. Melly says, wow, you've moved heaps, Mel Mel. Do you ever feel the urge to move? Mel Mel, whatever. I'm in the country town. Love it. Hated the city as a kid and always wanted to move to the country. Me too. Haven't moved a lot, but still, it's wife. No, oh, I still absolutely. I'm already looking at houses, and I've been in this house for 3 years. We're gonna sell it next year when baby child leaves college because we don't want to retire in this town, God forbid. But so I'm already looking, and I want. There's a I told Beefcake. I said, "Looky here, Big Daddy. I'm not just buying a house to buy a house. Like, I'm gonna try to buy the house that I could settle down in because I have moved. The longest I've ever lived in one home is 4 years. Ever in my whole life. Ever. And about every 3 years, I'm like, I gotta go. I hate this place. I've moved the furniture around. Every room has seen every piece of furniture, it seems like, because if I just keep moving furniture, then it'll feel like a new house. If I just keep painting, if I keep wallpapering, if I do this, if I do that, then it'll always seem like something new. Well, there's only so much of that you can do before you gotta go. And so I'm already there. So now I'm looking for the perfect house that I want, the exact house I want, even if I have a lot of work to do to it on the inside. I want the structure to be what I want it to be, if that doesn't sound too weird. Have a good day, Andy. It was so good to see you. Must get on to the day from the UK. Good to see you. Thank you for coming in. I'm watching a movie called Shawshank Redemption. I've never seen that. That won a lot of awards, didn't it? When are you going to move out of Indiana? It'll be this move, probably this, I'm bound right now still by Beefcake's parents, right? But we did have a talk the other day, and, we were just like, we got to figure this out. We've got a year to figure out whether you're going to move in with us, which I know that's what's going to happen. I know it. So, and then also depending on if they put her husband in a home, then of course we have to stay around near where the home is so we can all go visit. It's just a mess when you're dealing with other people that you have to consider their feelings and where you're going to live. Because, I don't know, Lulu, it just depends on how quickly you can get done. So, shit, shower, shave quickly. Oh, really? Is it that good? Shawshank Redemption. That's a mouthful, isn't it? Shawshank Redemption. My plan was to move out of Indiana with the next move, either to Vermont or to West Virginia, but it just depends on his parents. I'll look it up. I'll watch it. Why they named their teen after a cardiac device, a pacer. Yeah, there was a lot of people upset here. I mean, my boys, I've got 3 boys and 2 girls, and then both of my girls are married. So all them boys on the family freaking text message thing, none of them were happy. None of them were happy that the Pacers didn't take it all. That's true. I forgot about that. You have to stay there and take care of them because you're not none of their other children. Yeah. Nobody's going to help us. Nobody's going to help us with the parents move to West Virginia with, no. I've already asked her, just, kind of made it sound like I was joking, but I was like, would you consider like moving to a different state? And she said, yeah, Ohio. And I was like, well, I won't be moving to Ohio. I have great hair. Thank you. I love my hair. I do think my hair. And if I had to pick any two features that I like about me personally, it's my hair and my eyes. Warning label Nina, hello my friend. Do I use conditioner? Doesn't everybody? You're supposed to use conditioner, you have to. No, not blue. My hair's, I just use regular. Where does Beefcake Sister live? She lives in Virginia Beach, Virginia. You don't have hair. Well, then you don't have to use it. You can't use conditioner, really, Mel Mel. Why? Oh my, could you guys imagine if I didn't wear, if I didn't use conditioner, I'd have a fro going on every day. And I don't mean that racially either. Don't come at me. But seriously, like, there would, oh, God, it'd be so ugly. Oh, psoriasis. Oh, wow. Sub in a few months. I'll have none left either. That, you know what? That's blue eyes. Yeah, I get them from my mama. Long line of blue-eyed. But I did get 2 grandbabies. I got 2 grandbabies with brown eyes. You never seen a girl so happy. Brown eyes and dark brown hair, because their mama's got brown eyes and dark brown hair. And I was so happy to get that. And then I've got 1 red-headed grandbaby with blue eyes, and the rest of them are all blondes. Mine are brown. I'm Italian, both sides. So boring. That is not boring. I bet you cook a hell of a lasagna. Listen, there's good to be found in everything, subby. Wait a minute. Irish, Scottish, German, much better than Italian. What's wrong with an Italian? I bet you lasagna and spaghetti sauce. We'll have to make spaghetti sauce one day. I think I make pretty damn good spaghetti sauce. My spaghetti sauce is one of the best I've ever tasted. And I'm not tooting my own horn because I fucking hate to cook. But I'll bet yours is even better than mine. We're short, hairy, and we sound like Tony Soprano. I loved The Sopranos. You hush your mouth, subby. Have great skin color. That is correct. Always dark. What I would give to have dark skin or olive colored skin. I just am. When I was a kid, they used to call me Ghost. That was my nickname, and I was so traumatized. Oh my God. I was an ugly duckling, and everybody was mean to me, and you know, in California, everybody's dark. I was the only white-headed. They called me albino, and oh, it was terrible, y'all. I was so freaking bullied for being as white with white hair as I've got, and oh, did somebody call me Casper in here? I've heard it all. They used to call me that when I was younger, too. But God, it was tough to deal with when I was a kid. It was so hard. But what's funny is, you know, I've gone back to California a couple of times. And the last time I was there is for my best friend's dad's funeral. And so I saw a lot of those people that I grew up with from the old block. And let's just say, without sounding too disgusting and sickening with myself, I was treated a lot different. And that's all I'll say about that. I'm pale as a ghost. I don't have a tan. I miss tanning. I miss it so much, but I have to be I mean, there's 2 places now. I've got one on my arm and one on my face that I've got to go and get cut off. Middle, not mental. I can't roll back up. Did you get your YouTube name from a show called According to Jim? No. My family doesn't call me by my given name. Most of them call me Leanie, even now. And I don't know where I got according to. I think because my mom used to call me opinionated all the time. And I have one niece that my mom would call that, so she would always say I'm overly opinionated. And so I think that's where I got according to Lenia. You're white as a ghost too. The funny thing is I can tan. I'll burn the first day. After that, I tan. I don't know. I guess I get that from my mother had the most beautiful dark hair, well, you guys have seen my mama. She had beautiful auburn hair, dark skin, big blue eyes, like big blue eyes. And her skin was always very dark, just like all of my other siblings. I didn't bother to get a tan, no need for it. I miss tanning. Have you done tanning beds? Yeah. I used to tan almost every day and sometimes twice a day. And then I found my bio dad, who I'm just as light, light haired, light skinned like him. And he's got really, really bad skin cancers. I mean, all over his body. And I've already had one removed from my nose. And now I've got one on the side of my face. And I've got one on my arm. So, but I still miss it. But I'm not kidding you. My dad is at his skin doctor's getting something cut out or burned off like every 3 months. And I'm just like, I don't want to do that. It's painful, you guys, because I also had, like, right here. Hold on, let me pull it. See that white spot right there? That was a cancer right there. And last year I had it cut out. So I've had one taken off my nose and one right there on my hand. And now I've got one on the other arm and then on the side of my face. And y'all, this one was a trip though, because this one, the one that's there, the one that was on my nose was flat. It just felt like dry skin, right? This one actually was there for a couple years and it actually raised. And I watched the guy, y'all. I watched him. He like stuck these needles in there to numb it up. And his name was, what was his name? Christian or something like that. I was like, I mean, those to get numbed up, it hurts like hell. It stings. And I was like, okay, Chris, that's enough. Just leave it alone for about 10 minutes. It'll all numb up. I think all the way up to my fucking boobs. And then he just started laughing and he's like, I'll be back. So then I watched him cut it into it, you guys, and he cut all the way around it. And then, this is the best part, I watched the whole thing. I loved it so much. Then he took this thing that looked like a soldering iron. I'm not lying to you. Look it up. And he stuck it in the hole. And he soldered all around it, like just burned it. It smelled like burning, not barbecue, but I want to say flesh, but who knows what burning flesh smells like. It doesn't smell like burning animal meat, but it smells like burning meat, if it makes. I was like, what are you doing? And he said, I'm burning all of that out of there to make sure that there's no more, in there. And then it had to just close on its own. I didn't get any stitches or anything. But I thought that was the neatest thing, that he was burning the hell out of me. But I couldn't feel it because I was numbed up. And then I was like, fucking A. I was like, when the medicine wears off, it's going to burn like shit. Y'all, it did not. It did not. I never felt anything. It just felt itchy. It just felt itchy. That was it. So I was doing this like that. Lizzo, hello. If y'all have not smelled burning flesh before, it's kind of like a weird experience, but especially knowing that that soldering iron is in a hole in your hand right next to your vein, and they're just burning the hell out of it. But it doesn't burn afterwards. I don't know why. Maybe because they burned all the... I didn't think about that till just now. Oh my God. You guys, it's probably because he burned all of the nerves. That's probably why, right? He burned all those nerves. That's why I didn't... That's genius. Total genius. Because it never hurt. It never burned. It never hurt. It just itched like a motherfucker. And that's all I got to say about that. It's just cauterizing the wound. Yeah, but oh my God, it was fabulous. I was so into it. I was like, I could not believe I couldn't feel that. Like, and you just see the smoke coming up from it. I smelled it. I was like, oh. He's like, smells like burning meat, don't it? I was like, not really, but it smells like not animal meat, but it smells like something like that. What the fuck is going on? Hi, Yape. Hello. You probably love the show ER back in the day. Well, I have to tell you, my new guilty pleasure, it used to be watching, not Dr. Pimple Popper, but I would watch Blackhead popping on YouTube. Like, I don't even lie, I know some of y'all do. But my new thing is watching ears get unplugged with from people using Q-tips and shit down in their ears, and then they get stopped up in there with the earwax, and then watching doctors take the earwax out. Oh, so good. It's so good. It's so good. You won't believe what comes out of them ears. And then, listen, if you are, how do I say this? If you have an inquisitive mind, like I do, about everything weird when it comes to death. Damn, I wish Maggie was here. I'll tell her later. Found a new place on Facebook, you guys, and it's called Morbid Curiosity, I think. Has a lot to do with dead bodies and stuff like that. Oh, so good. So, so good. But you know what grosses me out? The thing that I think, the reason why I watch that is because and why I watch like pimple popping is because you could actually see holes, right? And holes make me, like my skin is crawling. Like if I see like holes, I don't see anything with holes here. But if I see, you know, like a lot of holes in like skin and something coming out of them, it gives me the hibby-jibbies, but I can't stop watching. And I think that's what it is, because the ear is a hole, right? And something's coming out of it. And then like popping blackheads, you can actually see the hole. It gives me the hibby-jibbies, but I can't stop it. I just can't stop it. I can't. My son made me fix his big blood blister on his toe. I went straight into doctor mode on him. Oh, Mel, I love it. I love it so much. You should have just videotaped it for me. Mrs. Dahmer wouldn't exist because he liked dudes. I didn't mean to laugh at that. That was terrible. Yeah. those poor dogs with bot flies. Bot flies. Oh my God, bot flies. That freaks me the fuck out. Bot flies will freak you the fuck out. If you have not watched a bot fly being removed, y'all, I'm watching. I'm not lying to you. That's probably why I was so invested in him cauterizing the inside of that hole in my... I did like Dr. G a whole lot. And I follow a couple of YouTubers who do like graveyards, and there's one of them on there. I forget which one it's called. I'd have to get back to you on it, but he does autopsies. He reads autopsies. Can't get enough. What are bot flies? Oh my God, I wish I had... Oh, I wish I was on StreamYard, because I would surely bring it up and be grossing everybody out. Oh, they're so bad, but they're so good. I'm glad we don't have them around here. People get them. Yeah, humans get them. That's right, Mary Jane. They do. You got to look it up, Melly. You got to look it up. It's like a whole thing. They're huge by the time they get popped out or whatever. Yeah. It's, I think, because the bot flies lays eggs inside the skin and then it grows under the skin. And it leaves a huge hole. Huge. Like the hole in the shower. Like if I stand there and I stare at it, then I'll get like mesmerized by the holes. It's the oddest thing. Mel whatever's got it, yeah. Ooh, are they even in the United States? Because I honestly have never, ever... You know what else grosses me out, but I can't stop watching it? Have you guys ever seen a seed wart? Have you ever seen them? I had one when I was a little kid. Right there. And you can't get rid of the wart until you get rid of the seeds inside of it. It looks like a volcano with all these little seeds growing inside of it. And you have to pull the seeds out one by one to get rid of the wart. It's a hole. When you pull out all the seeds, it looks like a volcano. Oh my God, I can't get enough. It's so gross, but I can't stop watching it. I just can't. I gotta make some more coffee. Bot flies are present in the United States. Specifically, they are found in 48 of the... What? Nuh-uh. I have never heard of a dog, an animal, a human. I've never heard of anyone having them. We pee on warts over here. That gets rid of them pretty quick. Okay, is that really a thing? Because they say if you get stung by a stingray or jellyfish, you're supposed to pee on it too. I had no idea either. I've never heard of it. I guess if I got a wart, I wouldn't mind being peed on. I mean, did you know that pee, once you pee in something, it is completely, what do you call it? Your pee is absolutely sanitary, I think, for 12 seconds or something like that. So if you're ever out in a desert and you guys don't have any water, don't drink your own pee, but you could drink somebody else's pee. Just drink it within 12 seconds. It won't make you sick. Listen, I know, I do research. Sterile. Thank you so much. Spirit Time cannot pee on himself when he goes. It hurts like hell. I'm not kidding you. It hurts like hell pulling out them seed worts. It does. I remember my sister getting the tweezers and pulling them out. Listen, Mary Jane, you never know when you're going to get stuck in the Sahara. Bring a friend, because if you get thirsty, you could just drink their pee. But if you drink your own, you could poison yourself. I'm just saying, I'm full of useless information, you guys. Stick around. Hang out with me. You'll find out all kind of stuff. You really will. I got to make some coffee. On the loo, you're on your... You're a bush chick, you know the rules. That is a crack up. Well, I thought all y'all was from the bush. Back in the day, I've learned so much. Is Lulu back yet? Is a Lulu? Leanie calling Lulu. Leanie calling Lulu. Guys, do me a favor, hit the thumbs up or the thumbs down. I really just don't care which one. Just hit one of them. I appreciate it so much. Thank you. Thank you. She takes too long in the shower. I know. She must be looking at the holes in the shower thing. That's what it is. But she's our, Lulu is our prima donna. She's in there like slapping all the body butter on and, you know, all the shit. She probably uses 4 different washes, one for her feet, one for her hoo-ha, one for her body, one for her head, one for her face. Oh my God, could you imagine the beauty supplies in Lulu's bathroom? Between her and Maggie, I just can't. You know that when Lulu goes for her treatment, it takes her quite a while. Yes. Yes, it does. I hate to do this, but now I'm finally fucking tired. It's 5 o'clock in the morning. But you can tell her that I waited on her. How long ago did she leave? She left like 30 minutes ago. She probably does. Her and Maggie, I can't imagine. Oh God, I would die. I would die. I think I have a bar soap, I have body wash, I have cream rinse, I have conditioner, I have a razor, a puff thing, that I never use because I don't feel clean with it, a washcloth, and a back scrubber. That's it. And I don't have like, some women, they'll have like 3 different conditioners and like 5 different shampoos up there. I guess whichever they smell like. I guess it just depends on what they want to smell like for that day, an apricot or a strawberry. I don't do that. No, there's one of each in there, and I use them until they're gone, and then I get another one. Like, I'm not buying all this product. I can't do that. I have 1 face cream and 1 shampoo, and you could tell as well. I mean, listen, and if I run out of shampoo or body wash, if I run out of the other one before the other one, then I'm just using one of the others to wash the rest of me. So if I run out of shampoo first, then I'm using body wash in my hair. If I run out of body wash first, I'm using shampoo on my body. That's just the way it's going down here. You know, I no frills, no fancies here. No, none of that stuff. I've given up on life. I need to stop reading about botflies. It's terrible. I know. It's terrible. I only have 1 shampoo, conditioner, and body wash. That is it. Right. Well, the only reason I have I only use 1 type. I am a little weird about this, but I only will use 1 type of bar soap, and that is Caress. I don't know, maybe because it's the name one. I don't even like caressing, but it smells so good that that's what I use on my face. So I wash my face. Everything else will just get washed with whatever gets washed with. So, yeah. It was, yeah. Botflies are disgusting shit. Anyways, y'all, I am going to go. It's almost 5:30 here. My men folk will be getting up, starting their day, and then I'll be going to bed. That's the way life should be led. Thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate you so much. It was so nice talking to the new people that came in to chat. I appreciate you being here. I hope you come back. And thank you to the mods so much. I appreciate you. Most of all, thank you for the members of the channel who help pay the bills around here. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you next time around here, all right? Talk to you later. Bye.